Hey, hey, hey. You are live with Lady Justice, Liberty Press. We are down here in Lakewood, Colorado. That's Lakewood, Colorado. We already have one officer that did leave, and I'm not sure what all is going on, but climb aboard and we shall check her all out. Hammonds, it looks like 1320. We have People's Unit 3115. That's 3115, Lakewood, Colorado. We also have People's Unit 3103. That's 3103, also Lakewood, Colorado. Mr. Amazing is having a little conversation with our officers out here. It is pretty warm out here this afternoon. Evening now, it's 6:03 p.m. That's 6:03 Lakewood time. 6:03 p.m. So we've got date, time, and place. Now we need to figure out the manner. Keeping a looky-loo around my back. We do have Mr. Amazing from Amazing Office.
I just wanted to say, and I want to document, like, we're transparent now, and the way that you responded, like that little thing, that little bond, community, honesty, and what it is, and but you really do it to be kind of dehumanizing, man, and intimidating and respect. And by just that little effort you made, man, we know that, like people see that, man, that means a lot. Sure. Without it, it's like a division between us and man. We don't want that. No one wants that. Thank you.
Hey, hey, hey. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Yeah, you took all the okay, is this your guys' gloves?
It does appear. Does
Hey,
appear.
if these are your gloves, you need to pick them
Excuse
up.
me. There's gloves
It's
over
dirty
here.
hands doctrine. The criminal
Dirty
could get off
Yeah.
because of this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make
Okay.
sure I was for your advisement. Is all.
Just for your advisement.
Yeah,
That's it.
If
You
the
know,
criminal's attorney found out about littering or something,
the criminal will get off.
take it easy, guys.
Thank you. Have a good night.
We shouldn't be calling them criminals. I'm using
Well,
terminology.
Bad terminology. Yeah, absolutely right.
I apologize,
But
everybody. I meant the people. If
the people.
attorneys to find out that you littered the drugs, then they could get.
Well, that's true. And it,
They might be found. Justice might be found.
right? Justice might be found. But you know, yeah, we don't know if what kind of case this was. Now, if there is an actual victim out there, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for those quote unquote victimless crimes, that's another thing, you know, that
Yeah, well, I mean, that looked like what cop gloves.
it looks like cop gloves to me as well. What do you guys think? I'm going to ask you, the viewers, what do you think? Do you think those were cop gloves laying there on the ground? Those pair of black gloves? I'm really thinking so, guys. 3115. That's 3115.
Yeah, at least, did you hear it? Did you guys get to hear what I told them? Like, at least he built that bond. And even if you say, like, if you say anything nice, anything aside from fuck you or screw you or whatever, then you're building a bond in the community,
Mm-hmm.
and that's good. Good thing to do, man.
Well,
And it makes the person feel like they're a human being. I know on other
exactly.
occasions I've talked to these cops, and they won't say nothing. And I'm like,
Right.
look, man, I won't be ignored.
And you won't be.
I know, right?
That is People's Unit 3103.
Now, remember,
3103.
they were that cool, but before we pulled up, I yelled "fuck 12" at them and shit.
Yep,
Remember?
yep. As we were going by
Before
the
we
other
went by.
way. Yeah, before we went live. Mr. Amazing did. Mr. Amazing.
Yeah.
You got like 5 minutes to talk to some of the viewers out here.
Oh yeah. I would love to talk about my trial. Is anybody asking?
Well, I don't know. Did anybody know?
Well, did you guys watch? First of all, did you watch March 17th when Lady Justice and I got a ticket and got arrested in Aurora, Colorado for paid lawful press activities
Yes.
that ended up in a bit of a maybe a little bit tasteless protest
Right.
that I'm gonna do better from now on.
I'm gonna
feel
do
like
better
I
too.
objectified these police officers
Yeah.
in that video,
Yeah.
but in the future, I don't want to be subject to my opinions of people and officers. I want to be objective. And
Yeah. When you are looking through your own videos, and I have to say, I have had the not so good pleasure of getting to hear one statement that I made that did it for me. And
do you want to? You don't want to repeat that statement, do you?
no,
right.
not at this moment.
Look, I made statements too that I wouldn't want to repeat to anybody. And can we frame? Am I in the frame?
Yes, you are.
All right. So when I would like to encourage anybody who, well, at all times, but if you are a First Amendment practicer or exerciser like we are, try to be objective. Don't let the people on the other side of the lens become an object that
Right.
you are recording, because that dehumanizes a human being. And we learned that through this case, actually.
Yes.
I feel like I did some dehumanizing and I feel bad about it. And I did that dehumanizing not through like traditional means, but just through what I just said. By objectifying a human being, you have taken away all what makes them them.
Right.
And so on that night, I feel like I lost my objectivity. That being said, we had trial today.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, Mr. Amazing had trial.
I had trial. We're not being tried as co-defendants. We think that's weird.
Yes.
If anybody watches this and wants to leave a comment, a helpful comment or a tip in the comments, we'll be looking out for that. But yeah, so I filed 5 different motions today. 2 motions to dismiss. One motion to dismiss I'm sorry, it was just so funny. I had such a good time, guys. I'm kind of getting a little distracted, but one motion to dismiss for what is that when they use excessive force and abuse of the law, and then another motion to dismiss in entirety based off of the fact that the charges were retaliatory to cover up for the fact that the officers were tainted pool and a fruit of a poison tree. Absolutely. As I outlined in my motion. That, in other words, these officers had tried to cover up for their bad acts by charging us with a crime. So that's what the other motion was about. I had a motion to suppress evidence. There were many of the videos that they supplied in the discovery that were not pertinent to the case. So that was a must. We wanted to get those
waste
thrown
of
out.
time. Real waste of our time.
Yeah, they're trying to waste our time. One of the videos was 8 hours. One of the videos was 5 hours. One of the videos was 3 hours. We have to watch those and then determine if we're even in there.
It's ridiculous.
Yes, it is ridiculous. And I had 2 other motions. They didn't bring in the 2 officers that did the wrongdoing. So the 2 officers we made contact with first, they didn't even bring them in.
Yeah.
So, and they didn't include any of their body cam footage.
Yeah, ironically enough, because it probably states they know exactly what they did. I'm
so
sure.
When Officer Green asked us to imagine the yellow tape, and then for us to stand on the other side of that, that represents a tainted pool. Their
Absolutely.
laziness and low standards removes all credibility from Officer Green and Kaufman, in my opinion. Secondarily, that night, when Lady Justice Liberty Press identified as press, she identified as a camera and a member of the press, and Officer Kaufman laughed at her, ridiculed her, and said, "Yeah, right, you got a creepy YouTube channel." So by that means, they are showing a pattern of disdain for rights of the Constitution, but also low standards are common with a bias against people that stand up for themselves.
Well, and if Lady Justice Liberty Press wants to identify as a camera, I should be able to identify as a camera. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's right. You can identify there as many genders as you can think of, supposedly.
Right.
So her gender is a camera. She
That's
goes
right.
by Flash and Smile. Those are her pronouns.
That's right.
Okay. And anyway, so today when I'm in the courtroom, a four lawyer looking type, like public defender looking types, or
Oh,
even
yes.
higher up the ladder
You
than that.
guys,
They
listen
come in.
up. What do you guys think about this?
Leave a
Please,
comment.
please
Leave a comment.
leave your opinions. Drop a comment. Go for it.
Okay, so four like professional lawyer looking types walk in, but I did notice that one or two of them had on a badge, like City of Aurora badge. So these were public employees. Well, after a minute, one of them, a female, started texting that she was waiting to attend a trial, and then she sent like a GIF of Michael Jackson eating popcorn and shit. Like it would be really entertaining. And then she commented that she would text them and let them know when the shit show began, or something along them lines. And she referred to, and it was the only case left to be seen in the courtroom. So she was referring to the next case as a shit show, and the trial had not even begun yet, guys.
Yes, we were waiting for Mr. Amazing's
So I asked
trial
her.
to begin.
Her name was Mindy Wolf.
Mindy Wolf.
Mindy Wolf works down at
Aurora.
the City of Aurora, and her and her cohorts quit doing their
Four of
job
them.
today and came down to be entertained by my trial today, where I kicked butt.
Yes,
Frankly,
you did.
I got everything I asked for. I think the next date's going to go good. They really are going to have to pack a lunch, guys. You know, I'm using this generative AI, Chat GPT, and it's helping a lot, guys. Like
really
it was
is.
literally like a consultation with the lawyer anytime I wanted. It felt like, man, honestly, like there was at least some common sense delivered to me on a legal type level, like legally minded, common sense driven my way. And so I was able to come up with those 5 motions. What were the other ones? Let's see. The motion to suppress the video evidence. I had the motion to compel evidence because they didn't give us Officer Kaufman and Green's body cam footage. We need that.
We absolutely.
And they didn't subpoena. So I had 2 other. I want to sever the charges from each other. I believe that the charges, when they are combined together, could lead to a confusing decision by the jury because they are not able to separate nor differentiate how the rights and the laws and the press activities and everything come together.
Right.
Oh my goodness, guys, this is the biggest thing, right? This is the biggest thing. So, like, they're going through with my trial and stuff, man. Like, they're going along. Like, they're talking about my motions and everything, man. And I keep looking over at the jury box and shit. And I'm like looking over at the jury box. And I'm like, but they're talking and stuff. So, like, I can't really say nothing. I got all these motions and stuff. And they're talking about the motion to continue. And and I go, Your Honor, when is the jury going to be brought in?
Yeah.
There was no jury present in the courtroom, even though I made a jury demand form and paid the fee and everything. You know what's weird, guys, is he had that documentation in front of his face the entire freaking time.
He did.
But he didn't know about it until I brought it up, though. What's up with that? He pulled it out of my case file and set it in front of him. And then when I brought it up, he goes, oh, here it is.
Yeah.
It was directly in his line of view the entire time. So, they were going to try me without a jury, and unless I didn't say nothing about it.
It really felt that way, didn't it?
It sure did. And that's another thing, too. It just seems like another bias against me.
Another bias.
Evidence.
Yeah.
of a bias.
They're starting to stack up like that brick building across the street. Yes, and yeah, everything that you have been experiencing over there in Aurora.
So I'm going to combine those facts with the other facts that we talked about from Kaufman and Green. We're going to find other videos online if possible. If I can't find the videos online, here's what I need. I need the local cop watchers to come take an interest in my case in Aurora. Like if we could get some of them to bring their video, I can submit that as more evidence that I can't get a fair trial in Aurora, and that would be useful to my motion to change venue.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the next step is my motion to change venue will be heard on the next court date. And I have to have like a really strong basis to prove that they are biased and I won't be able to get a fair trial in Aurora.
Whoa,
So
I think
the more
Mindy,
people I have and the more videos I have and the more different witnesses to attest to what I'm saying about police officers and the employees and the judges of Aurora being biased against constitutional freedoms and people that stand up for them, the better for my case.
yeah, I think so too. But the fact that Mindy Wolf was over there making her little comments about
derogatory comments.
Yeah, derogatory comments about, I mean, that shows bias right there. And with the fact that she is in fact a city employee, because
and she was texting a city employee too. That was the other thing. She said, I'll let you know when the trial begins so that you can come down and watch it.
Yeah, Mr. Amazing did speak to her or ask her if she was a city employee, and she confirmed that. And she even said what her name was.
Mindy Wolf.
Mindy Wolf.
So that was it. What I had, the motion to sever, the motion to compel, the motion to suppress. These are common motions. If you guys are ever just, this is the stuff you need to be thinking low level, like common sense, legal 101 stuff, guys. Like if you're going to be defending yourself pro se, or you're forced to defend yourself pro se, maybe you're a constitutional enthusiast and you don't trust public defenders and you're going to go pro se. You want the motion to dismiss, the motion to compel evidence. You want all of the evidence, not just the stuff they thought they could use against you, but the stuff that might help your case as well.
Right.
You want the motion to suppress evidence, the motion to possibly change venue. That might be that could always apply. Like if you feel like there's a bias, you can do that. You can sever your charges apart so that you can have them tried each separately instead of the jury being confused about which portions of the event applied to which law and what protection would you have. You know, like jurors, they ain't the brightest people, man. Like I'm saying, you don't want to complicate things any more than a dumbass can figure out. And the other motions were to, I can't remember. I think I told you guys all about them. I'm really happy. I'm really excited. It was a draining day, the afternoon. It took all afternoon. They've seen all the other cases first, and then they went through with my case. And
they knew what they were doing. I just want to shout out to the folks that came in today.
Let me tell you who came in, if that's all right. We got Dub Webbs, of course. Love Dub Webbs. Joco, Kansas Cop Watch.
Fabulous having you aboard.
Oklahoma Outlaw Audits. Taco Bell Rob Live. No, I mean, hold on. Not Taco Bell Rob. It's not Taco Bell Rob. Hold on, I can't read it. There's a lot of glare, man. Too tall Rob. That's who it is. Too Tall Rob. What up, man? Thanks for being here. Dub Wubs. And we love you guys. Judges are whack Dubs Wubs, who could just sit on a bench on high and judge on people all day.
Right. That would get really old really fast, I would think, most certainly.
Well, we had 9 viewing.
Well, I want to thank
commenters. So I wonder how many of those people in the courtroom texting each other about my case are in there watching right now.
Yeah, well, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for climbing aboard. I'm going to kind of tap out,
and we'll let you talk together, guys, but there'll be a video playing, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to end the stream until we're safe, but we'll be around the corner and in the car driving away when the stream ends. Everybody wish us luck. Leave a comment. Where are you watching from? What do you think about those charges, huh? And if you were in Colorado, what cops would you need to film and why?
Computers. Computers. Computers.
The transmission. Mission. Mission. The transmission.
Computers. 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 Computers.
Transmission. Mission. Mission. The transmission.
Computers. 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 Computers.
Transmission. Mission.